What is the most physically painful experience you've had? Brought to you by r/AskReddit. The Shadow People 9 said, I had an infection after a major surgery, so they had to put a drain in. They were putting it in on my lower back, just above my right butt cheek, and it was the worst pain I have ever felt in my entire life. It felt like they were shoving giant nails through me, trying to nail me to the table. It wasn't just one poke either. I swear that doctor was a sadist. L. Yard's cat said, warning, gross. I had something called a pilonidal cyst. It's a cyst that forms right above your tailbone and hurts like hell cause you can't sit or lay down without putting pressure on it. After days of it getting gradually more inflamed and painful, I went to get it drained at the doctor's office. It was already like a 7 out of 10 pain, just a trest. He injected a local anesthetic, and I felt every inch of that needle, but it didn't even numb me. Doc went in with a scalpel to slice open and drain the sucker. I had to bite down on my arm so hard, I drew blood. I can't even begin to describe how painful it was. Literally blacked out my vision. I think my mom was in the room, but I was screaming and cussing like no tomorrow. He had to squeeze the area hard to get everything out, then shoved some gauze in the hole where it was. I had to just lay there for a few minutes after he finished and regain my sanity. I seriously walked out of that office a changed person. I was supposed to get surgery to have it removed permanently, but COVID happened. I'm just praying every day it doesn't flare up again. I'd rather be shot than go through that again. Mexkimo said, spinal fluid leaking out so that my brain was sitting on my skull instead of floating properly. Felt like my head was going to explode any time I was sitting or standing. Skyboy said, woke up after a liver transplant wrapped in plastic tape, which, as it turned out, I'm allergic to. It wasn't till half my body turned red that we figured out what was wrong and causing such pain. I've been shot, had gangrene, migraines, and kidney stones passing. I'm 77, but it was that darn tape I remember. Borderline Cat said, I woke up one morning before school and told my mom I felt like I was gonna be sick. She sent me to school anyways. I threw up twice on my way to my first class. Then I threw up during that class and went to the nurse. I threw up in the nurse's office, probably 10 times, by the time my mom came back for me about 45 minutes. She took me home at roughly 9 a.m., thinking it was just a stomach bug, and went back to work. She came home by 5 p.m., and I had thrown up possibly another 15 to 30 times since she left me at home. Instead of going to the doctors, she rushed me straight to the ER worried my appendix burst. Threw up another 3 times in the waiting room. I threw up/dry heaved somewhere between 30 to 60 times in less than 12 hours at 11 years old. I legitimately thought that this was the end and I was dying with how awful the pain was. All to get told, yeah, it looks like you had an ovarian cyst rupture, so you might be getting your period soon. 11 years old, hadn't even had my first period yet, and my female organs already wanted me to feel like I was dying.